Hey people, Wall here. Today I'll be talking about Gears 5 and all its DLC. I think the game is absolutely amazing. I think it would have been as good as I thought, but it was. To me, the game went back to the Gears of War 2 glory days, where levels were set piece after set piece till the end of the game, and I liked that. This is a very linear action-packed game with beautiful set pieces and a really nice story. The good. I was able to play the game at 4K with ultra textures. The game recommended my settings for 1080p and other stuff turned off. I turned on 4K and the other stuff just to see if my 970 meters laptop could actually run it, and it did. I'm still shocked at the crispness and level of detail of the game. It really is one of the most beautiful looking games that I've ever seen, though my memory of Gears of War 3 was that it looked visually amazing too. Even for an old Xbox 360 game, I think the Gears games were always visually stunning for its time. The game ran amazing. Then again, this is one of Microsoft's long-running video game IPs. I'm guessing they really tried to make sure that it was optimized on PC. I thought the story was good except for a certain choice that you had to make. It doesn't make sense to me that the devs did that. I think what they did hurts the game so much. For what was such a good game so far, that one choice hurt how I feel about the base game. Though, I still love the game, it should have just been a completely linear story. Even if I didn't like some of the characters, I ended up liking the ones I didn't like except for Kate. Kate was kind of annoying the whole way through the game. I liked that we are following new characters, but I'm tired of seeing the old ones. Even though the old characters are more in the background, they are still the only cogs that we ever really see. Back in the Gears of War 2 days, they introduced a couple cool new people, but it seems like those times are long gone. Well, they did do it in this game to some extent, but you don't get to really fight with them. I just wish that we'd leave the old characters behind and move on. I never played Gears of War 4 because I felt that Gears of War 3 was terrible, so I stopped caring about the Gears franchise. Also, Gears of War 4 was only on Xbox One at the time. At this moment, it's not even on Steam. They made the robot Jack become an actual useful tool in battle. You can also upgrade him and switch his skills in battle easily. It's great. The music is good, though they are still using the old songs that they've always used. The new guns are pretty cool, though I end up just using the default guns for most of my playthrough. The new enemies are cool and interesting. I don't know where or how they came to be, but it's nice. The game is kind of short, but to be honest, it was the perfect length for a game like this. Though there is still a DLC that I still need to play. The voice acting is good. The sound effects and sound design were amazing. Lots of settings to optimize your game. I think it's best to have bloom at medium. I found bloom at any higher destroys a lot of the beauty in the rays of light, casting some kind of shadow in between. You can active reload whenever you want. The game loads really fast when you open the game and want to start playing. The bad. Had to sign in with my Microsoft Word account to play the game. There's a choice that you have to make in the story. The main menu for the game is kind of confusing. I don't know what that little man is at the bottom and how I can make the orange notification beside him go away. I have no intention of playing multiplayer. Also, the shop confuses me. I don't know if those skins and stuff are for multiplayer or if you are allowed to change it in-game when playing the story. Like, changing the skins of your gun. The boosting and whatever that is confusing as well. There's dailies and other crap that I don't plan on doing. I think some kind of Halo thing popped up. The skins look ugly, and as a DLC, I don't like it. Explain to the class why there is an option to play as Batista as the main character on some new Game Plus mode or something. It's dumb. Why should we care about him as a playable character? Conclusion. I really love the game. The game ends in a cliffhanger, so I await Gears 6. Hopefully, we can finally end this series. I just hope that my PC can run it. Honestly, I do not care for it and I do not like it, but I guess it's nice that they brought both of those IPs together in some way. A somewhat cross-promotion advertisement for the Halo Reach that would have came out on Steam around the time of Gears 5 release. It's needed to play the game. I don't actually know what the regular textures look like compared to this, But having Ultra is obviously better than not using it. The game looks amazing. I like the Hivebusters DLC a lot. Finally, a Gears game with new characters. Though, some characters in this DLC are related to other characters in the series. I thought the game was like a theme park and I loved it. It was a really fun adventure. The good. New characters in the Gears series. New and beautiful setting that I've never experienced in a Gears game. The graphics were again really good 4K and ultra textures. It was fun and short. I think I beat it in one sitting. There's a small lore bit for Tay that I didn't expect to see. Tay was one of the best and sad character arcs in Gears 2. Anyways, I don't like what happened to the village. Are they really all gone? Will there be no more Tay-like characters? Oh well, we will have to find out later. Not so good. The story, like the base game, ends in a cliffhanger. I can't wait for the next DLC game. No Jack character. Keegan is a very military person who jumps into the mission without actually thinking if it's a good idea, and all because he was bored of being retired or something. Also, it felt like his character just gets mad for sake of causing some kind of drama in the story. A lot of bickering between two annoying characters. I didn't want any of them to die, though. Less than 5% of players on Steam beat his DLC. Conclusion. Love the DLC. Wish there was more. I hope that my computer can play the next game. More content to come. Stay tuned.